My sister has not spoken to me in 3 weeks, and honestly, I don't know if I'm the one who should be apologizing. Some background because this won't make sense without it. My sister Renee and I are 14 months apart. People used to call us Irish twins when we were kids, and we kind of loved it. We shared a room until I left for college. We texted every single day for years. We were each other's emergency contacts. When her marriage fell apart 2 years ago, I drove 4 hours in the middle of the night to sit on her bathroom floor with her while she cried. That's the kind of sisters we were. The issue is money, which it almost always is when things get ugly. Our mom passed 18 months ago. She didn't have much, but she had a small house in the town we grew up in. And after everything was settled, Renee and I each inherited around $22,000. Not life-changing, but not nothing. Renee told me she was putting hers toward debt, some credit cards, and a personal loan she'd taken out during the divorce. I told her I was thinking about using mine as a down payment on a condo. She said that sounded smart. We talked about it maybe twice, and then life moved on. Here's where I apparently went wrong. I bought the condo. I closed on it 6 weeks ago. I was so excited that I sent Renee a photo of me holding the keys on the front step, grinning like an idiot. She sent back a thumbs up, and I thought nothing of it. Then last month she called me asking if she could borrow $4,000. She said she'd had some unexpected expenses, her car needed work, her hours got cut at her job, and she was short on rent. She sounded exhausted, and I felt terrible for her. I really did, but I told her I couldn't do it. The money was gone, tied up in the purchase, and even if I liquidated something I'd just taken on a mortgage, and I was already stretched thin trying to furnish the place and cover closing costs that ran higher than I expected. She was quiet for a long time, and then she said, in this very flat voice, "You used mom's money on a condo, and now you can't help me when I actually need it." I said the money was hers to use however she wanted, and mine was mine to use however I wanted, and that's exactly what we both did. She said it wasn't the same because she used hers responsibly and I used mine on something I wanted. I asked her how paying off debt and buying property were different levels of responsible, and she didn't really have an answer for that, but she was still angry. She said she felt like I should have kept some of it liquid in case family needed help. Apparently that's what she would have done if the situation were reversed. I didn't say what I was thinking, which was that she'd had plenty of opportunity to tell me that before I bought anything, and she never once suggested it. Instead, I said I was sorry she was going through a hard time and I wished I could help, but I genuinely did not have $4,000 sitting around. She hung up and I haven't heard from her since. I've texted twice, just checking in, nothing accusatory. She leaves me on red. The part that's eating me is that I've started to wonder if she's not entirely wrong. Not about the money exactly, but about the underlying thing she's gesturing at. We both grew up watching our mom stretch every dollar and cover for extended family, even when it cost her. Renee absorbed that lesson differently than I did. She sees money as communal in a way that I genuinely don't, and I knew that about her. And I bought the condo anyway without ever having the conversation about what I thought each of us owed the other. But also I'm 31 years old and I wanted to own something, and I used an inheritance to do that, which is a completely normal thing to do. I didn't go on vacation with it. I didn't buy a car or a bag or anything frivolous. I bought property. And I can't keep $4,000 on hand indefinitely on the theory that my sister might someday need it. My friend Dara thinks Renee is being manipulative and that the real issue is she's embarrassed about her finances and taking it out on me. My coworker thinks I should have just found the money somehow because sisters come first. My boyfriend stays carefully neutral, which somehow makes me feel worse. What I keep coming back to is the look on my mom's face when she talked about her own sisters, the ones who borrowed and never paid back, the ones she eventually stopped answering. She carried that quietly for 30 years. I don't want that for me and Renee, but I also don't know how to apologize for something I'm not sure I did wrong. And I don't know how to ask her to forgive me for a life choice that I'm still glad I made. The keys are hanging by my front door. I look at them every morning. I don't know what they mean to me anymore. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my sister and not feeling like I owe her an apology for it?